Hi, I'm Shipra, and I want to talk to you very briefly today about how you can actually start to connect to the new light of Geula that is pouring into our world right now and use it to begin transforming some of your more limiting emotions. Things like resistance, anger, loneliness, sadness, fear. The reason that it's possible to do this now is because we're literally entering a different dimension of human existence or a different phase in human evolution. Actually, according to Kabbalah, the first several thousand years of our work here, since the giving of the Torah, was about elevating sparks, about choosing between good and evil, pushing away the darkness and embracing the light. Because of the work that's been done, the nature of nature has changed in many, many ways. Topic for many future videos. But right now, what I want to say is that it's possible to do things that it did not used to be possible to do. There are many of them. That's why miracles are very real right now. But one of the signs of this and one of the biggest possibilities is that whereas from the time of the what's called the Chet Eitz Hadas, the eating of the tree of knowledge by Adam and Eve, good and evil were mixed up together, and the best we could do was to suppress our negative impulses or to try to strategize how to get around them or over them, or to deny them, to try to hide them. Now, for the first time in history, at least for the average person, it's possible to start to transform. And that is because we have completed the stage known as Biru Nitzutzos, the elevation of the sparks, or Tikkun Olam, the rectification of the world, and we have moved into, or we are moving into, a different phase known as Yichud Yichudim, which basically Yichud means unification. So to making the unifications, revealing the God in everything, transforming the darkness into light. This used to be possible only for the greatest, holiest people. Now it's possible for you and me. So here's what I want to say. Bring up, we'll just do a little exercise, and we're going to keep this one very short. Bring up a negative emotion that you may be experiencing now. Something very raw. If it's fear, discomfort, confusion, whatever it is, there are a lot of these flying around. And see if you can feel it. Just letting go of the story. See if you can feel the raw energy of the emotion. I feel like I'm going to close my eyes now. You should close your eyes. See where that energy is in your body. And if there's any story associated with it, if there's any drama, try to let that go. If you need to, imagine that you're taking a kind of psychic step back out of the emotion and you're observing it with curiosity, with compassionate neutrality. Try not to be judgmental. This is really important. So you're observing this energy, the energy that's associated with the emotion. And now I want you to see if you can allow it to expand, to take up more space in your awareness. If that's difficult to do, just imagine yourself kind of listening to the emotion, feeling it. If you want, you can ask it what it wants to eat for breakfast or dinner. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as instead of commenting on it or judging it, you're listening, you're questioning, you're curious, you're allowing it space. You can do something as simple as say, I love you, to the energy, to the emotion. What are you made of? I'm curious about you. Do you have a hidden message for me? And again, in the interest of keeping this short, I'm not going to say more on the topic. This is a practice. We've only begun to just touch the surface, but it's so powerful. The key elements being take a psychic step back. Instead of suppressing or judging, try to bring out the feeling of compassion, love, or at least neutrality, at least curiosity. Instead of commenting inside of your mind, question, listen, explore, and see what happens. Sometimes it's uncomfortable at first, but not for very long. If you can practice doing this, you will start to bring hidden parts of yourself, suppressed parts of yourself back online. What happens when you do this long enough, and it's a process again, it takes a different amount of time depending on the emotion, depending on what it's connected to, but if you practice this effectively, if you practice it enough, you'll find that once you get to the bottom of a particular emotion or even a particular occurrence of an emotion, when you really listen deeply enough, things will start to shift. The resonance of the energy begins to rise. Instead of being stuck, it starts to flow, and you will find that beneath the negative emotion is untapped passion, joy, connection, and power. You might have to take my word for it in the beginning. If you resolve to practice this yourself, then you're going to experience it for yourself, and it's not going to take you very long. I'd love to hear what you experience when you try this. I'd love to hear how these videos are hitting you. If you want to know more, if you want to, if you want to have support and in-depth learning and community and cutting edge tools and a deep understanding of what's going on here in our times and how things work and how we can begin to surf the waves of change in the most amazing, exciting, and joyful ways, then you can find out more at my website, www.gateofunity.com, and stay tuned for my upcoming program, Light Out of Darkness, Light Out of Darkness, Purpose and Miracles in Chaotic Times. The times are indeed chaotic, but you know what? It's because we're shifting into something so amazing and so new. That doesn't come, birth doesn't come without any, without any noise and movement. It's a radical change from one state of being to another. So we want to change with it, and that makes it smooth. Sending love and blessings from Jerusalem, and I look forward to being with you again soon.